All right, guys. Greetings, everybody who's about to come on. Hope that you're doing well. I guess it wants me to turn it that way. There you go. So, greetings to everybody who's about to come on. I hope that you're having a great day today. Just gonna go get a little sunshine, but today we're gonna talk about the initiation. The initiation. And it may sound kind of strange, the whole thing, but hey, what's up now? But initiation is something beautiful. It is really something beautiful. But we're going to talk about that and some of the other things that comes along with Freemasonry. So greetings everybody who's coming on. We're going to go outside, get a little fresh air. But today, as I said before, we're going to talk about the initiation. Be it the into apprentice, fellow craft, master mason. We're going to talk about that thing right there look like. And how does that help or helps an individual in his growth process. So very interesting. I think it's going to be special. So please come on in. Greetings to everyone. I got to put this mask on. For real, greetings. How's it going? Hope that you're having a great day. Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, wherever you're at, hope you're having a great day today. And got to get some of the sunshine. How you doing, Brother Vic? How you doing there? So we're going to get right into this in just a few minutes as soon as I can get outside here. Get some of this fresh air today. It's a beautiful day in the city of San Diego. Enjoying myself. And taking a little break here. Get some fresh air. You gotta love it, you gotta love it. Oh yeah, you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it, you gotta love it. Boy, you gotta love it. Well, anyway, so come on, let's have a seat and talk about this thing we call Freemasonry. So come on in, let's have this conversation real quick. So, peace, what's up, Master J? How you doing? So, in the process of Freemasonry, as we see it, as we take a look at it, it's a beautiful thing. But check this out. So why do we, as Masons, initiate? Why do we initiate? And why does it take an initiation to become a Mason? And then after the initial initiation, it takes another step and another step. All these degrees, rites, and ceremonies. But why? That's the question. Why is it that when you come into a lodge, you walk between two pillars? There's a person to guide you. Why is it that you're called to kneel? Why? Why is it that you take these oaths and obligations? Why do you do that? Why? That's the question of the day. And so, if anybody out there can help me out, certainly I'm willing to listen. However, I've come up with my own solution based upon the information I have and based upon the readings that I've done. And I would suspect that you do the same. So my question to you today is why? Why do we have the initiations? Why, when you come into the lodge, you come between two pillars? Why are you guided? Why are you caused to kneel? Why are those things taking place? There is a reason why Freemasons do what they do. Why are you given a substitute word? Why is that? And what's the meaning behind that word? So until you look behind the curtains, until you open the blinds to see, you would never get it. You would never understand it. That's why it's important to be initiated so you can understand the whys. Don't forget to put your mask on when you, oh yeah, for real. So that's why it's important to understand this process, because it is a process. But when you don't understand it, when you don't put the time and energy in to collect the data and get the books that's going to assist you in reading and finding out the why, you won't get it. You will not get it. And to Masons and to those who have come into this great society of Freemasonry, but you didn't get initiated. For those of you who have taken some of the degrees, you were initiated, and they're handed to you. You sit, you watch it play, you go through these emotions, and you're seeing it, but it means nothing to you because you're not brought into it. Until you are brought into it and go through the process, you're not gonna feel the passion that it has. So therefore, if you don't grab it. So today we're asking that question, why? Why is it? Now, I'm gonna give my reason to why in just a few minutes based upon the information I have, and I would like for you to do the same. Because too many times we never ask why. We never ask why the compass, why the square. Oh, I get it. Oh, because those are the trademarks or Masons who built buildings. It's so much bigger than that. You come on, you have got to do better than that. Brothers, you have got to do better than that. If you only think and believe just because those who built buildings used a compass and square, a level and plumb, and that's the only reason why you have that in your Masonic lodges, you got to go back and do some more reading. If that's all you believe, because I would tell you this thing that we call Freemasonry, that each one of us is probably enjoy and love to be part of, most of us never ask the question of why, because we always take the information that somebody else has given us and just say, this is the reason, without doing your own constructive research and breakdown. You just take it, you say, okay, that's good, I got it. But brothers, I'm here to tell you it's bigger than that. I'm here to tell you that you need to ask why. I'm here to tell you that you need to go in search of the why. And when you find it, you're going to put a smile on your face, and some people it may not. But it's a beautiful thing. It is truly a beautiful thing. And I'm only saying that you who are Masons, you should look for yourselves and find out the why. You should do that. Those are the tools that we use in the workshop of the mind where things are made and thoughts. Oh, of course. But why? Why those tools? See, you give me an answer, and just like a kid, I'm asking you why. And then once you come to your final answer, your final solution to that which you have diligently researched out, that's where you're going to find the satisfactory to that. And brother, if that is your answer, and that's what you have, and that's your why, I'm cool with that. I think that's the way to go. I really do. I think each person should search out their why. And when you find that why, your answer, that's where you're going to be at. And a lot of times, most of us don't do that. We don't research the why. We just take it at face value in regards to what someone else has said, and therefore we leave it at that. But I beg to differ. I want to know why. I want to know, why did we choose here the Holy Bible to be placed on the altar? I want to know why. How come you couldn't use another book? I want to know why in America that book was placed there. That book. I want to know why. Why couldn't they put another book on the altar besides the Bible? I want to know why. Now, I would tell you that in America, because it is considered a Christian country, that is one of the things that I came across as far as why. That book was adopted based upon the foundation of America and its Christian doctrine. So they put that on the Bible. But when you go back and you look at the essence of Freemason, you will find that the Bible was never, in the beginning of the society, was never placed on the altar. Never. Yes, absolutely. It was never placed on the altar. And I know some of you are like, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. When you go back and you read some of the old writings, I have some very old encyclopedias in regards to Masonry. They're about maybe 90 years old, these particular encyclopedias I have. And no, it was not. The only thing in the beginning was the compass and square. That was it. That's all you had. It was later added. The Bible as we know it, was later added. Also, it was not even the Bible, it was called the volume of sacred law. So what does the volume of sacred law looks like? In most Masonic rituals, although it may say the Holy Bible, the square and the compass, it also says the sacred volume. I mean the VSL, the volume of sacred law. Now, in some jurisdictions, the volume of sacred law simply means those constitutional bylaws for which you swore that you would abide by. In some jurisdictions, it means the volume of sacred law simply means that which guides your life. This is why in many jurisdictions abroad and even here in the United States, you will find many holy books upon the altar because they are considered the volume of sacred law to them. That's why it's important not to say that, oh, the way we do it is correct and the way you're doing it is wrong, because Masonry is so universal, so broad, so big, so huge. It's done so many different ways, and the initiation rites is just that, an initiation rites, a passage. A passage into what? So you get initiated into Masonry. It's an initiation passage into what? That's the next why. So for us, and I say us, for the Society of Freemasonry, what I've come across when they say men only, and it's for men, because here in this country, there is no other initiation rites for men. If I'm lying, go look it up. In every other society that you have, there is a rites of passage. Masonry in these United States is used for men as a rites of passage. If you think I'm lying, all you have to do is go look up various societies and rites of passage, because that's what it is. It is a rites of passage. When you become a Freemasonry, it is a rites of passage into the Society of Freemasonry. It is a rites of passage into manhood. This is why in some jurisdictions you have to be the age of 20 or 21. Some may go as low as 18 in order to be a Mason. It is a rites of passage. It is a right to sit amongst men and discuss men business and to be amongst other men who will help you to become or to be a better man. And when I say a better man, that's meaning to set the example. That is not to say that they're better than anybody else, but they're going to show you by the example of how they lead their life, and then therefore if you can duplicate that, or you can expound on it, or you can build on it. That's the beauty. So do me a favor. If you're here for the first time, just hit that thumbs up button. If you're here for the fourth time, or if you just come and stopping by to visit today, please hit the like button. And if you don't think that the information I'm giving to you is vital information, just go do your own research. Go do it. Like I say all the time, I'm here to help you study. I am not your study guide. I just want to be able to point you in a direction to get you to really thinking about the society for which you're a part of and remove the BS. And when you can remove the BS, man, it's so much better. It is taking me some time to remove the BS. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It has taken me some time to remove the BS because I've allowed myself to get caught up in small-minded conversation with those who can't grow, with those who are not able to see Masonry truly as it is. You know, I've had my moments, but as I continue to grow in life and begin to venture out and to see and to experience more, my perspective changes based upon that which I've experienced in life. And that is what happens with a lot of us who are Masons. You know, if you believe this way and that's the only way, that's because you have not yet experienced, you have not yet ventured out, you have not yet seen for yourself the other side or other aspects of Freemasonry. You only have that one aspect of Freemasonry, and that's what you believe in. Absolutely nothing much wrong with it. However, if you never go anyplace else and that's all you got, that's all you'll eat every day. This is the beauty of Freemasonry. This is what I really enjoy about Freemasonry. I don't just have to sit and only take and digest food at the table of my jurisdiction. I can go beyond that because Masonry is universal. So when you look at the initiation process of Freemasonry, there is a reason you walk between two pillars. And the reason you walk between those two pillars from which I have found myself is that now you're entering into a new dimension, a new realm, okay? You're entering into a place of solace, okay? You're entering into a place of harmony, being the strength of all societies, more especially of that of ours. And when I say ours, it's saying that of the Society of Freemasonry. It is not saying your jurisdiction by name, it says ours. And if you've gone through the process of being initiated into Freemasonry in a regular and constituted lodge of Freemasonry, given to you and working up under a charter, yes, and absolutely right, a portal. That's what you're entering, a portal. If you know anything about portals, there's always pillars on the side, okay, when it opens up. There's always pillars on the side. And if you know anything about vibrations, those two pillars represent the portal in which you're entering. And if you're able to translate that, waves go like this. This is waves, okay? This is how waves are never anything in a straight line. And when you enter into that portal of Freemasonry, you are now you are now going to be enlightened upon those things which you were not enlightened about. Work in progress for us all. Yeah, bro, I'm for real about that. You know. So this is where we're at. This is the beauty. This is where you get down to the get down. And I would tell you that it's an awesome thing when you are able to see that for what it is and remove that BS stuff that we are so involved with. And when you are able to do that, then when you see another brother, even when you see another sister, when you see those who are not in your jurisdictions, you see them as Masons because of the initiation rites, okay? Not based upon your own stupidity or even the mere fact of what your jurisdiction may say about that brother, okay, or that sister. You are judging him based upon his attitude, based upon who he is, based upon his word, based upon how he walks in life. This is what you see. This is my judgment toward another brother. How's he treating his fellow man? If you treating your fellow man like shit, then I know how you treating your fellow brother. In your lodge, you treat him the same way. Then that's a fact. So in this thing we call Freemason, when we are initiated, then you have made suitable proficiency in that first degree, you go to the next degree. And why that degree? Because that degree opens up more light into Freemasonry. It opens up a universal part of Freemasonry that was not given to you in the first rites. In the second rites, as you walk up the winding stairs, you enter another room. That room is to enlighten you about the arts and the sciences of masonry, the alchemy and all sorts of things. And then when you begin to apply that, when we know how the chemicals are mixed in alchemy and how things change when you mix chemicals together, then that's a whole nother enlightenment that is applied to you in Freemasonry. It's a whole nother thing. Now everything is open up to you. Now when you become a Master Mason, you need to be able to apply everything between the Inter-Apprentice and Fellowcraft degree. And it's going to help you to be proficient as a Master Mason. But there's one other thing that's going to be handed to you that's going to cement and bring together everything that's been given to you, and we call that a trial. Now with this particular trial, everything else that has been given to you has been great. But with this trial, you are told to spread the cement of brotherly love. Now what does that look like? And why were you given this particular trial to so-called spread the cement of brotherly love? And if it is said that with this trial that it is your duty, your obligation to spread the cement of brotherly love, then why are you not doing that? Why ask why? Waves move just like we have sex. Wait a minute, let me go back to that. Oh, bro, he says wave move just like we're having sex. There's a reason for that. Greetings, absolutely. And this is where we're at. You know, this is where we at. We have to be able to move forward. We have to be able to search out and to grab and to understand the whys. We don't ask enough whys. We just become a part of Freemasonry and let it be. We are in it. Oh, I'm a Freemason, and that's all. No, I want to know why. I want to know why we went through this process for me to get here. And once I'm able to grab that, then I have the enlightenment to pass on. I'm illuminated. I'm here to pass on this information, this enlightenment, this knowledge that I have accomplished. To not be able to do that, then why you even consider yourself to be a Mason or an Eastern Star? You have this enlightenment, this knowledge that can probably assist and aid somebody in life, but you hoard it. Like if it's going to do something, I got it and I can't share it. No, everything I got in this up here, I want to be able to depart it and leave it to someone so they can expound upon it. All the information I have, even in my library at home, I want to be able to leave it so someone else can take that and expound upon it. Maybe they can do a little bit more with it than I did. And I see it that way because the information that was passed on to me, I'm quite sure those brothers who are gone, who are long gone, can probably look down upon me now and say, that young man right there, boy, woo-wee, he tough now. Because just like many of us, when I became a Mason, I was just as happy. Just like, yeah, I'm in the brotherhood. Yeah, yada, yada. Just like many of us. But then when I began to study, break it down, get involved with it, when I was beginning to become illuminated. And when I say that, that means that I got to a point to where I stopped challenging people. Challenging you for what? I got to a point to where I didn't need to do that anymore. I got to a point that I didn't have to Q&A nobody. I watched you. You got on that hat, you got on that cap, you got on that ring. I don't have to challenge you. I'm going to watch you. And if your actions dictate who you are and what you're all about, then I can come over and greet you as a brother. But if I'm watching you and you are just completely acting like ass, I say, hey, are you a Mason? Yeah, I'm a Mason, but no, not acting like that. Not being uncivil like that. You can't be. Yeah, I was initiated, passed, and raised. Well, okay, all right. I leave it alone. I've learned some things in this life, and that is not to argue with a fool. Let him be. Let him go. Let him be. If you are in a conversation with someone and they're not willing to even listen and take in consideration of what you're saying, you let it go. It is not worth your time, your energy. And too many times we give our energy and our time to the wrong thing. I was once doing that. Absolutely. There is a reason why it's called a craft. And we are traveling. And then it goes back to why is it called the craft? Why are we considered traveling men? Where are we traveling from and where are we traveling to? That's another question. And I ask myself these questions, and it's to get me more involved with the society. It gets me more involved with what I'm involved with as far as Masonry is concerned. And when I'm able to do that, man, it is so much better. It's a beautiful thing. Because like I said before, a lot of us don't ask the why. We're just happy to be Masons. We're just happy to be in the society without knowing anything other than. And I beg to differ. I've been in it for too long now to sit idly by and not ask the questions of why, and not be able to explain that to those who are initiated. I need to be able to break that down. I need to be able to look and to see and to enjoy and say, hey, look, this is why we do this. Here's the reason why. And if you think what I'm saying is not giving you a good reason, then you go do your own research and you come up with a better reason. But for now, here's my answer that I've discovered for myself. And a lot of us don't discover anything for ourselves because we depend on other people to give it to us. So therefore, this is where we're at. We don't discover nothing, When you discover something, you're cool with it. You say, this is what I've discovered. This is the answer I got. I'm fine with it. But for the most part, we don't do that. We don't. And we're mad at other people when they do. Who that brother think he is? As within the east, so without the west. As above, so below. South, check your compass. Absolutely. But you have to ask yourself, why do they call us traveling men? Or why do we even call ourselves traveling men? And why do we call ourselves the craft? If you are part of the craft, then the craft has no particular boundaries because it's the craft. It has no hierarchy because it is the craft. It is a group or society more so than a group, but a society of men within the order or within the craft who assist other men along this journey in life. We are traveling from the womb to the glorious immortality. That's truth. That's truth. Absolutely. So no, you're not traveling eastward at all. You're not. Somebody's been lying to us a long time ago. They started that. I don't know where that, including myself. I believe that for a long time. Yeah, we traveling east. That's a that's a lie. That's a lie. You're not traveling east, and I can prove it to you. All you got to do is go back and look in your ritual, and it tells you which way you're traveling. It tells you that, and it's not east. It's only east because that is what you was told. But you didn't go back and look and see for yourself. Is it really east that I'm traveling? You didn't go. You didn't do that. See, I had a young brother to come and Q&A me on that. This is a young brother. He told me that we were not traveling east. He said, if you don't believe me, go look in the ritual. And no, I did not believe him. And I had to go and look in the ritual. I had to go do it. So I went, I looked in the ritual, and I was like, oh, he got me. He got me. So this is why it's important to ask the reason why. You need to be able to break that down and give it to those young into apprentices who are coming into your Masonic lodge. Why the northeast corner of the lodge? Oh, because there was, in the days of King Solomon and building the temple, there was hardly any light that can penetrate the northeast corner, so therefore it is considered the darkest place. That's only partial of that reason why the northeast corner is there. Something else took place over in the northeast corner of that lodge. Yes, that's right. Something else took place in the northeast corner of that lodge. See, I'm gonna share this with you. See, when they killed in the legend of Hiram Abiff, when they slaughtered Hiram, they took him on a Wesley's course. Okay, they buried him. They did, and this is no secret. You can go buy a ritual these days, but if you haven't been initiated, you'll never really get it. You can read it, but you'll never get it if you've never really been initiated. So with that being said, as they've gone through this process, there were some other things that took place with Hiram Abiff that you won't find unless you go and really do some research in regards to what actually happened to Hiram. Where did they move the body to? Where was the final resting place of the body? What happened to his heart? And where was it placed? See, questions like that, you don't get those questions because once you get raised, you're happy that you're raised now. Okay? Why should Masons be the lovers of the arts and sciences? Why? See, what I've found in my journey of Freemasonry is after I asked the question of why, and I found my reasoning, and for that moment in time, I'm satisfied with it. It doesn't stop. The quest for knowledge, the quest for understanding, the quest for that which is lost doesn't stop. It continues to grow. It becomes more intense. And when you get there, when you are able to have that conversation and break that down with other like-minded people in the craft, it's different. It is different. The craft is special. Go look up the word craft. You'll be surprised. Man, that's why I say you go look up these different words that we say and we don't really know what they mean. You'll be surprised of what they really mean, because within the words, it has a hidden meaning, including your substitute word. Your substitute word has a hidden meaning Okay? That's why they said we're going to give you this substitute word until one can be found, because it can only be given with three people were present. The true word, in essence, can only be given when three was present. Hiram Abiff, King Solomon, and Hiram Attai. Only when they were present could this word be given. So in the final blow, in the final destination, they give you a substitute word. That substitute word should lead you in finding that word which is lost. So with that being said, I bid you a great day. And as always, stay out the bush and keep your light on. And remember this, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, I'm here to help you study. I'm not your study guide. Keep your light on, stay out the bushes. Peace and be well.